for joining us this afternoon, Oliver. We've talked a lot about having a single view of the customer, 360-degree view of the customer. How do you think businesses should best achieve this, and is this a reality?
Well, I think the real learn out of today is that it is very difficult. And what I've really learned is that most people are in the same point in the journey, which is that we're all managing to make some progress on single customer view and different technologies are coming forward, but it's still not yet there. And there was very good, in the introduction, they talked about the spaghetti. And the spaghetti being the bit in the middle where there's so many bits of data coming forward and actually being able to make sense of the spaghetti. And I think it was comforting for me to find out that everyone is suffering from the same problem. And I've been working with an agency called AdType, and we seem to have made certain steps forward in that, particularly joining up the web and transactional data. So I think we've made some progress, and I felt comfortable to find that we were a little bit ahead of the curve, and that's really what I took out of today.
And I think it was Josh from AdType this afternoon was talking about the gap in the data, particularly when people go into social media and how do they get that engagement. Has been your experience with your customers?
Yes, there definitely are gaps in terms of achieving 360 view, and again, what exactly does that mean has obviously been one of the topics today. But clearly that is a problem, and there are gaps that none of us are filling, and it was quite comforting to find that is actually the same position for everyone. So everyone's in the same boat.
So looking ahead at the next 5 to 10 years, where do you think those gaps will be closed? Will it be a technology or a cultural change for retailers?
I think it will be technology-led, and that really we'll have to wait and see what it is. I think we're all waiting for those bits of technology that do fill in the gaps. How they're achieved, I think if we all knew that, we'd all be in a different business. But so I do think that is. I think there is just a big cultural change across, particularly for retailers, about making sure that understanding data at all levels of the organisation is going to be vital. If we say that consent is going to be obtained in stores, you need your store staff to be fully behind what's going on just as much as your marketing department. And I've always found that a challenge in running retail businesses, is really getting that whole view of why data is important, which I think will be a cultural change as we move forward.